Everyone thinks OMAD melts belly fat like butter on a hot pan, but what actually happens in those 30 days will shock you. And it's not what the transformation posts are showing you. Most people celebrating their weight loss are completely missing the hidden changes happening deep in their abdomen that could either make or break their results. The truth is, your belly fat doesn't just disappear, it goes through 3 distinct phases that nobody talks about. And if you mess up phase 2, you'll end up looking skinnier fat instead of actually lean. Stick around because I'm about to show you exactly what happened to my midsection day by day, including the weird stuff that happens around day 12 that almost made me quit, and the simple tweak that turned everything around. Before we dive in, quick heads up, always consult a healthcare professional before making drastic changes to your diet or exercise routine. This is about education and sharing experiences, not medical advice. Look, I get it. You've seen the before and after photos. Some guy goes from looking 6 months pregnant to having visible abs, all thanks to OMAD. And you think, alright, I'll just eat once a day for a month, and my belly will shrink like a deflated balloon. But here's what those Instagram posts don't show you. The messy middle. The days when your stomach looks worse before it looks better. The weird phase where you're lighter on the scale, but your pants still don't fit right. I've walked hundreds of guys through this exact journey, and honestly, the pattern is always the same. They start strong, hit day 12, freak out because something unexpected happens, and either push through to see incredible results or bail out thinking it's not working. The difference? Understanding what's actually happening under the surface. So let me break down what really happens to your belly fat over 30 days of OMAD, phase by phase, the way I wish someone had explained it to me when I started. Phase 1. The water weight illusion, days 1 to 7. First week, you're going to feel like a champion. The scale drops fast, sometimes 5, 6, even 8 pounds. Your belly visibly deflates. You're thinking, this is easy. Why didn't I do this sooner? But here's where most people get it wrong. That's not fat leaving your body. Not yet. Think of your body like a sponge that's been holding on to water because you've been eating all day. Every time you eat, especially carbs, your body stores some of it as glycogen in your liver and muscles. And glycogen is clingy, it holds onto water like a desperate ex. For every gram of glycogen, you're carrying about 3 grams of water. When you switch to OMAD, you're suddenly not refilling those glycogen tanks throughout the day. So your body says, alright, we don't need all this water anymore, and boom, you're peeing every hour like you've got a coffee IV drip. That initial belly shrinkage, it's mostly your internal sponge wringing itself out. Now, don't get me wrong, this is still progress. You're reducing inflammation, your digestive system is getting a break, and yes, you're probably starting to tap into some fat stores. But if you stop here and go back to eating multiple meals a day, that belly comes right back. Sound familiar? Phase 2. The awkward reorganization. Days 8, 18. This is where things get weird, and this is the phase that makes people quit. Around day 10 to 14, something bizarre happens. You might actually look worse. Your belly might feel softer, kind of squishy, like it's lost its structure. Maybe you're down another 3-4 pounds on the scale, but when you look in the mirror, you're thinking, what the hell is going on? Here's what nobody shows you on social media. When your body starts burning actual fat, the deep visceral fat wrapped around your organs, it doesn't just vanish into thin air. Your fat cells are like storage units. When you finally start emptying them out, they don't immediately collapse and disappear. They deflate but temporarily fill with water and lymphatic fluid as your body figures out what to do with all these suddenly empty storage units. It's like when you clean out a messy garage. Before it looks better, it looks worse because everything's pulled out and reorganized. Your body is literally restructuring itself from the inside out. This is the phase where guys tell me, Kong, I'm eating once a day, I'm doing everything right, but my gut looks flabbier than when I started. And I tell them the same thing every time. This is exactly where you need to be. This awkward phase means it's working. The visceral fat, the dangerous stuff wrapped around your liver, intestines, and organs, that's what's leaving first. But it's a process. The big mistake I see guys making here is panicking, and either quitting, or even worse, cutting their calories too drastically in that one meal because they think they need to speed it up. Don't do that. Your body needs proper nutrition to complete this reorganization. If you starve yourself, you're just going to look skinny fat instead of lean. Phase 3. The real transformation, days 19 to 30. If you push through the awkward phase, this is where the magic happens. Around week 3, your body finally starts tightening everything up. Those deflated fat cells either shrink for real, or get cleared out by your lymphatic system. Your belly starts to actually look smaller, not just lighter. Your waist measurement drops even when the scale might plateau for a few days. Here's what's happening. Your insulin sensitivity is improving big time. Think of insulin like a nightclub bouncer deciding who gets into your cells. After 3 weeks of OMAD, that bouncer is way more efficient. He's not letting every bit of sugar loiter around in your bloodstream creating chaos. Your body becomes better at using fat for fuel instead of constantly begging for the next meal. And here's the kicker, your appetite changes. In week 1, you were probably watching the clock, counting down to your eating window like a kid waiting for Christmas. By week 3, you might actually forget to eat sometimes. Your body's shifted gears. It's running on a cleaner fuel system. But even in this phase, there's a trap. Some guys get so excited by the results that they start getting sloppy with their one meal. They think, hey, I'm doing OMAD so I can eat whatever I want in that window, right? Wrong. If you're breaking your fast with a large pizza, 3 sodas, and a pint of ice cream every day, you're just doing a weird version of a bulk. You'll still see some benefits from the fasting window, but your belly fat? It's not going anywhere. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The real secret to making OMAD work for belly fat isn't just about when you eat. It's about how you break your fast. This is the one habit that, if you get it right, makes everything else fall into place. When you've been fasted for 23 hours, your body is primed and sensitive. Your insulin is low, your cells are hungry for nutrients, and your digestive system is ready to absorb everything you give it. This is both an opportunity and a danger. If you break your fast with high glycemic carbs, white bread, sugary stuff, even fruit, juice, you're causing a massive insulin spike. And after 23 hours of low insulin, that spike hits different. It's like revving a cold engine to the max immediately. Your body panics, shoves all that sugar into storage mode, and suddenly you've wasted the entire day's fat-burning potential in the first 15 minutes of eating. Instead, here's what works. Break your fast with protein and healthy fats first. I'm talking eggs, meat, avocado, Greek yogurt, something that gives your body a gentle re-entry. Let your insulin rise slowly and steadily. Then, 20-30 minutes later, add your carbs if you want them. This way, your body stays in fat-burning mode longer, and when you do eat carbs, it uses them for energy instead of storing them as belly fat. I've dropped my exact OMAD protocol in the pinned comment. The meal timing, what to eat, and how to push through those awkward weeks without sabotaging your progress. Check it out, it's a game changer. And subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Most guys I work with who make just this one adjustment, changing how they break their fast, see their results double in the same time frame. It's not complicated. It's just strategic. Now, even if you nail the meal timing, there are 3 massive mistakes that will sabotage your progress. Let's be real about the common screw-ups I see all the time, because if you're doing these things, you're making it 10 times harder than it needs to be. Mistake 1. Not drinking enough water. When your body is burning fat and clearing out those old storage units, it needs water to flush everything out. If you're dehydrated, you're just recycling toxins and holding on to that squishy water weight we talked about. Aim for at least half your body weight in ounces. Yeah, you'll pee a lot. That's the point. Mistake 2. Training too hard too soon. I get it, you're motivated, you want to hit the gym 6 days a week while doing OMAD, but honestly, your body is already in a stress state from the dietary change. If you add brutal workouts on top of that, your cortisol skyrockets, and cortisol tells your body to hold on to belly fat like it's preparing for the apocalypse. Start with 3 to 4 moderate workouts per week. Let your body adapt. Mistake 3. Obsessing over the scale. The scale is a liar during OMAD, especially in that phase 2 period. Your body composition is changing faster than your weight. Measure your waist, take progress photos, pay attention to how your clothes fit. These tell you way more than that number that fluctuates 3-5 pounds based on water, bathroom timing, and the moon cycle. Here's the thing about OMAD that most people miss. It's not a punishment. It's not about restriction. It's about giving your body the time and space it needs to clean house. Your digestive system, your hormones, your fat-burning mechanisms, they all work better with extended rest periods. Think of it like this. If you're constantly eating every few hours, your body is like a factory that never shuts down. The machinery wears out, repairs don't get made, and eventually, everything runs inefficiently. OMAD is like giving that factory a proper maintenance window every single day. The machinery runs cleaner, faster, and more efficiently when it's back online. And your belly fat. It's not just about aesthetics. That visceral fat we talked about earlier, it's inflammatory. It releases hormones and chemicals that mess with your insulin, your testosterone, your mood, your energy. Getting rid of it isn't vanity. It's upgrading your entire operating system. Look, I'm not going to tell you that 30 days of OMAD will give you a six-pack if you're starting with a significant amount to lose. That's not realistic, and anyone who promises that is selling you something. But what I will tell you is this. If you do it right, 30 days is enough to see real, measurable changes. Enough to prove to yourself that this works. Enough to build momentum. Most guys I work with drop anywhere from 8 to 15 pounds of actual fat in their first 30 days, with 2-4 inches off the waist. But more importantly, they feel different. Their energy is more stable. They're not thinking about food every 2 hours. Their digestion improves. Their sleep gets better. The belly fat reduction is almost a side effect of just becoming metabolically healthier overall. So where do you go from here? If you're thinking about trying this, my advice is simple. Commit to the full 30 days, not 10 days. I'll see how I feel after 2 weeks. 30 full days. Because if you quit in that awkward phase 2 period, you'll think it doesn't work when really you just didn't let your body complete the process. Track your measurements, waist, hips, chest on day 1, day 15, and day 30. Take photos in the same lighting, same time of day. Don't rely on the scale alone. And most importantly, pay attention to how you feel. Energy levels, mental clarity, hunger patterns. These are all data points that matter. Remember, focus on the carcass, what you're actually putting into your body during that eating window. Make it count. Protein, healthy fats, vegetables, and then your carbs if you want them. Don't waste your one meal on junk just because you can technically fit it in. And keep that gorilla mind strong through phase 2. When things look weird, when your belly feels softer, when the scale does something unexpected, that's when you dig in and trust the process. That's when the real transformation is happening under the surface. The Kong lifestyle isn't about perfection. It's about consistency and smart adjustments. OMAD is a tool, not a life sentence. Some guys do it every day for months. Others cycle it 5 days on, 2 days off. Find what works for your life, your goals, your body. Before you go, seriously, grab that pinned comment. I've laid out the entire 30-day protocol, meal by meal, so you're not guessing what to eat or when. And hit subscribe so when you hit week 3 and things get weird, you'll have the next video ready to guide you through it. Let's go. But whatever you do, stop expecting your belly fat transformation to look like a smooth, linear graph on someone's Instagram post. Real change is messy. It's awkward. It involves weird phases where you question everything, and that's exactly how you know it's real. Give your body the 30 days, let it reorganize. Let it learn to burn fat efficiently again. And then look back at where you started and see the difference. Not just in the mirror, but in how you feel, how you move through your day, how you think about food. You've got this. Now go make it happen.